Yeah,
sentences?
actually, I haven't interviewed for a position. I just finished school. In the future, I think I will have a lot of interviews.
Awesome. Really good job. And does anybody have any questions on this page? Okay, good. And so let's start with Patricia. Can you read the title? Can you read the title, Patricia?
Yeah, vocabulary.
Good. It sounds a little bit different. It sounds like vocabulary.
Vocabulary.
Yeah. And so if you look in the chat box, can you see the chat box, Patricia?
Yes.
Okay. So it's just vocabulary. Can you repeat it
Voc
one more time?
vocabulary.
Good. That sounded a lot better. And Patricia, can you read the first three words?
Yeah. Analyze, attain, and carry out.
Okay, good. That sounded great, especially carried out. Can you repeat analyzed? Analyzed?
Analyze,
Nice, awesome. And then attained.
attain.
Yeah, perfect. Analyzed and attained. Good. And so, does anybody have any questions about these three words? Any questions?
Yeah. What's the meaning of attain?
Okay. Can anybody help her out with attained? Who knows the definition?
Is it the same meaning as obtain? To
Or achieve, similar to achieve.
Yeah. Achieve is a good synonym. Obtain is also a good synonym. They're a little bit different. And what was that? Sorry.
Reach.
Reach? Exactly. Yeah, that's another really good synonym. Reach, obtain, achieve. Does that help, Patricia?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Any other questions about the first three words?
Carry out.
Carry out.
Okay. Who can help with carried out?
It's like to be in charge of some task.
Not quite. So carried out is a little bit different. If you have to carry something out, you have to make sure it gets done. So that's close to being in charge, but it's a little bit different. Jenna, can you define carried out for us?
carry out a plan of action. It means you had to do something. You had to complete the plan.
Okay.
It's like
Yeah, so
perform some task.
Exactly. Yeah, it's like perform. So a plan of action that you had to complete, yeah, or something that you had to do. Perfect. Or something that you did in this case. And David, can you read the next three words?
Sure. Collaborate, engineer, facilitate.
Okay, good. The first word is collaborated. Can you repeat collaborated?
Okay. Collaborated. Yeah.
Yeah, nice. Collaborated. And then engineered.
Engineer.
Good. Awesome. And facilitated.
Facilitated.
Nice. Perfect. Good job. And what about these three words? Does anybody have any questions about those three words?
Engineer is the profession. The engineer.
Close.
Like an engineer.
This is like a verb, though. So an engineer is a noun, but engineer can also be a verb. So this is the verb in the past tense. So does anybody know what engineer means? So to engineer something. No ideas? I think
To arrange for something.
Okay, yeah. So if you engineer a meeting, maybe you can arrange a meeting for sure. Any other definitions? Okay. So it'd be like to create. So you create something, you engineer it. Any other questions about these words? Any other questions?
The last facili faci facilitated.
Yeah, facilitated. Can you repeat it one more time? Facilitated.
Facilitated.
Nice. Good job, Nam. And can anybody define facilitated?
To make it easier for someone or somebody.
Yeah, exactly. Good. Good to make something easier. Okay, and Emmanuel, can you try the last two words?
Yeah. Overcame, rectified.
Mm-hmm. Good. And any questions about these two words?
Um,
Rectified.
Okay. Can anybody help define rectified?
Honest?
kind of correct.
Yeah, to correct would be to rectify. So after you've rectified something, it's done in the past. That's it. Good. So it's correct something. So if you've rectified it, you've corrected it. Okay. And does anybody have a question about overcame?
Same for overcome, but past.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Yeah, it's overcome in the past. Good. And yeah, awesome. Let's go to the next page. And let's have Emmanuel. Can you read the comic?
Okay. Talk about it. My short-term goal is to build my way through this job interview. My long-term goal is to invent a time machine so I can come back and change everything I've said so far.
Nice. Good job. Okay. Can you repeat bluff?
Um, yeah, bluff. Yeah. It's bluff.
Yeah, bluff. And that sounded really good. And so, Jenna, you can use Google Drive. So it is in Google Drive if you try that, and you can open it up.
Yes, I can see it. Yeah, I just want to make
Something.
sure we're on the same page. That's why.
Okay. Okay. Perfect.
Thank you.
And yeah, you're welcome. And yeah, and so Jenna, can you ask Patricia the first question?
Patricia, what do you think about this comic?
Well, I didn't yet, so I'm going to. I don't know any word, some words of the comic. I
Okay.
don't know the meaning of love and at all. I don't know only the meaning of love.
Okay. Can anybody explain bluff?
Exagger exaggerate.
Yeah, it's like exaggerating something or making yourself look better than you really are. So exaggerate, lie, something like that. Good job, Jenna. Does that make sense, Patricia?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, and so what do you think the comic means?
Okay, I'm going to think about it. Um, I think it's laughing. Just that what it says. The comic makes me laugh.
Okay, so it's funny. Um,
Yes.
okay. And so what's this first part? So my short-term goal is to bluff my way through this job interview. What do you think that means?
Yes. I don't know at all. I I think my short-term goal. I know the meaning of that part, but to bluff my way through this job interview, I don't know. I don't know much the
Okay,
meaning.
that's okay. Nam, what do you
I
think?
don't understand.
That's okay. Nam, what do you think?
Hmm.
Okay. Let's welcome Obaid. Obaid, welcome to class. How are you doing?
I'm fine. What's about you?
I'm doing well. Thank you very much. Um, and yeah, so Nam, can you explain this first sentence?
I think he's trying to cheat to cheat.
Okay, yeah, so he's trying to cheat. He's maybe pretending so that he
Yeah.
can get the job. Okay, good. And David, what about the second sentence? What do you think that means? What do you think he means by that?
About my long term,
Hmm.
but I understand what he said that his goal for the future is invent a time machine and regret and change everything.
Okay.
Maybe I think I think he's like saying that his life is bad and maybe he wants to back to the past and fix everything.
Yeah, okay. I think that sounds good. Um, yeah, so maybe he doesn't feel confident, and so maybe he wants to change what he said so far. Okay. And Owaid, can you ask the next question? And Emmanuel, can you answer? And Owaid, you're gonna have to turn on your microphone.
Okay, sorry, I'm going to ask or I'm going to answer.
You're gonna answer, Emmanuel.
Okay.
Obaid, Obaid, can you turn on your microphone? Okay, let's have Patricia. Patricia, can you ask this question? And Emmanuel, can you answer?
Yeah. Have you ever felt like this?
Actually, yes. Sometimes when you are in an interview and the company you are trying to go in is kind of picky, you just try to do the interview the best you want, and then after the interview you review your performance in the interview, and sometimes or sometimes I wanted to change some of my answers and things like that.
Nice. Yeah, sometimes I've wanted to change some of my. That's awesome. And it's a terrible feeling for sure. But really good job. Okay. Does anybody have any questions on this page? Any questions?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, looks good. And so let's come back to this and let's start out with some questions. And let's have David. Can you ask Jenna the first question? Actually, David, can you read the title?
Yeah. Common questions for a job interview.
Good. And David, can you ask Jenna the first question?
Jenna, what are your strengths?
The first question, what are my strength? Oh, okay, right. So my strength is whenever I want to engineer a plan for the company, I always want to try my best, try to find the best plan. I don't just get by and do the bare minimum. And I'm really responsible person. And if company want me to do something, I always want to try my best. And I'm a fast learner. I always learn from the people around me and always try to fit in right away. So I'll be a good addition to the company.
Nice.
You're hired.
Okay.
Thank you. Yeah, I try to
um,
practice more.
One of the small things, if the company. So we'd have to add an article in front of company. So if the company wants me to do something, I'll always try to do my best. That sounds awesome, though. Really good job using the vocabulary word engineer. Um, yeah, that sounded really good. Good grammar. So just the only thing I saw was the article, but really good work, Jenna. Um, Emmanuel, can you ask Nam the second question?
Okay. Nam, what are your weaknesses?
Um, my weaknesses are the first one. I don't think I'm so confident in front of crowd. The second, I think I am not. I sometimes I don't concentrate on my job, and that's all. I don't think I have any more weaknesses.
I don't think I have any more what?
Weak, weaknesses.
Okay.
I don't know. I really.
Nice. Okay. So maybe the second one, I think sometimes I don't concentrate on my job. Um, Maybe it would be better to say sometimes I lose my concentration, but usually I focus well.
Yeah.
I focus. So just because it's a job interview, you want to sound good. And so if you say, I don't think I concentrate on my job, that might sound bad, but I think that was good. Um, in front of a crowd. Yeah, so nice job. I don't think I'm confident in front of a crowd. Okay, nice job, Nam.
Okay.
Okay,
Thank.
you're welcome. Jenna, can you ask Obaid the next question?
Okay. Obayi, why are you interested in working for finance?
Yes, you can hear me now, teachers.
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Okay. I interested my work because this is I have many skills for my works. I work developer website and designer. This is for very important for me. That's enough.
Okay. So I'm interested in this work because I have many skills, and you work as a website designer.
Yep.
Obaid, I think Jenna asked why you're interested in working for finance or
For what?
for maybe a finance department. So working in finances. So can you make up an answer for why you would be interested in working for finances?
Because this finances is very important for any company.
Okay. We'd say finances are very important.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. And so why do they interest you? And so even if finances don't interest you, try to make up a reason for why they might. Um, okay, or maybe not. We can move on. So Nam, can you ask the next question? And Patricia, can you answer?
Uh, yes, but I would prefer that the last sentence goes directly by me because nowadays I'm doing an internship in a company, so I don't want to my actual company. That I want to have this a job, no one intern. So I would like to answer the last sentence. Don't be here.
Okay, so the last one.
Yeah.
Okay. So Nam, can you read the last sentence? And Patricia, can you answer?
Okay. Tell me about a time you dealt with a crisis.
Yeah.
How
Uh,
to pronounce the last word?
Okay. So it's crisis.
Right.
Yeah. And can you also repeat dealt, Nam? Dealt.
Delta, delta,
Good. Nice.
Crisis. Crisis. Right? Crisis.
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 crisis, yeah, crisis.
Yeah. Okay. And Patricia, can you go ahead and tell us about that?
yeah. I think 2 or 3 years ago, I I were in a shop uh, yeah, in a shop, and I I were a sales assistant, and when we close our work, the second director and me found that 50 euros in the box. We, um, we couldn't found. So we said to the main director the situation, and we explained to him that um, a person, a customer didn't pay the right amount of euro in a share that he bought. So the director wanted to fire to us, and I had to explain to the new director that wasn't our fault because in that day we had many problems with this customer. And finally, I put a conservate, or I could uh, be hired by the company.
Okay, Patricia, I think that sounded good. It was really hard to hear you. I'm not
Oh,
sure if there's anything else that you can do with your microphone. But yeah, like I said, it is very, very difficult just to hear you. Maybe does everybody know how to mute their microphones? Because there is a buzzing that I hear. Thanks,
okay.
Jenna. Nice, and Emmanuel. And so it looks like everybody except for Obaid, and he was muted before. Okay, I'm not sure, Jenna or Patricia. Sorry, it's really difficult to hear. But I think that sounded good for the most part.
Okay.
One thing
Sorry.
don't be sorry, we told the main director that a customer, um, and I was in a shop, instead of I were in a shop, are the only two errors that I heard, but it was difficult to hear. Patricia, can you ask David the first question, or this question right here?
Uh, why did you or do you want to leave your current company?
It's for me.
Yeah, David, if you can.
Uh, I want to leave the company because my boss annoying me all the time, and he's like bullying me. He says bad things about me. He thinks that he thought that I do my work very bad, and like I am messing around all the time with my phone and with other partners.
Okay, so he told you that you were messing around all the time, and
It's not real, no? I invent. But
yeah, no, of course, it's not real, and you invented it. Okay. Um, yeah, and maybe can you repeat some of that one more time? I think it'll sound a little bit clearer now.
yeah, it's because I have a question. For example, if in a real interview, the person asks you that type of questions, you can say nothing bad about you. It's like you have to say other things that the police not you, maybe from him or the host, or maybe it's the environment in the company is like heavy.
Yeah, it's a bad environment. We wouldn't
Yeah,
say it's a heavy environment. That's more of a Spanish
yeah,
kind of
bad
phrase.
bad atmosphere.
Yeah, a bad atmosphere.
Yeah.
So you could maybe, I think it's good to say things about work. Maybe you had a disagreement or
Mhm.
differences of opinions, or yeah, you guys just disagreed. So it's not really good to say any bad things about yourself or your boss.
Or maybe the money that
Yeah,
company go.
yeah, maybe you can say good things about the company that's going to be hiring you. So you can say, I saw that you guys were hiring, and I thought to myself that I couldn't pass up the opportunity to be with a company that I've dreamed about being with for so long. Something
Mhm.
like that.
Yeah, that kind of
Yeah,
thing.
yeah. So it's best not to say anything bad about anybody. But good. Really good answer. Okay, and does anybody have any questions on this page? Okay, let's go to the next page and let's have,
Teacher,
yeah, yep.
I want to ask about something. Worst meaning of crisis.
I'm sorry, wait, I can't hear you. Can you repeat your question?
Yeah, what the meaning of crisis? The last
Crisis. Okay, who can explain crisis?
Emergency.
Yeah, good.
like
So crisis is an emergency. Excuse me?
yeah, perfect. It's
Okay,
okay. Go ahead.
okay, perfect. Any other questions? Okay, good. Let's go up to the next page and let's have Emmanuel. Can you play the boss? And Jenna, can you play the person being interviewed?
Okay.
Okay. We need
Go.
someone can solve the biggest engineering problem we have ever encountered.
Just distribute the power supply across both functions and double the fan size.
Thanks. If I need anything else, I will interview you again.
Nice, really good job. Jenna, great pronunciation. Emmanuel, really great pronunciation. Good job, both of you. Um, And Nam, can you ask Obaid the next question?
Yes. Obey, what
Yeah,
what do you think about this comic?
I think mm, I think this is first box. Was talking with the employees. We need someone.
Okay, so I don't think he's an employee. I think this is an interview. So he's interviewing for a position, Obaid. So what do you think is happening in this comic? What do you think's happening, Obaid?
I think guest held to interview. Last box. Thank. I need anything else. I will interview you again. That's me. Not me with you. I think. Yeah.
Mm, okay, Obaid, it's really hard to hear you again. I'm not sure what you said. Can anybody else try to explain this comic? Can anybody explain it? Yeah, Jenna, go ahead.
I explained it last time. Okay. So basically, what the employer was looking for is to solve for the solution, to solve for the issue, to come up with the solution while he is um, interviewing a person. So after he find the answer, and he was telling the people that the person, next time if we had another issue, we're going to let you know, and things like they just want to look for the free consulting.
Exactly. Yeah. After he found the answer is the only small thing. So just the irregular past tense of to find. But
Okay.
good. Does that make sense? Obaid, is that?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Good. Obaid, can you ask Patricia the next question?
Okay, Caesar. What do you think about this comic? Have you ever played like this?
Yeah, I think I never felt like
Okay. So that sounds great. I don't think. I don't think.
I don't think I've ever felt like this.
Good. Yeah. Okay. Patricia, can you ask David if he's ever felt like this?
Yes, David, have you ever felt like this?
So I don't pay attention. Uh, how
Okay.
how is the comic feel to explain again? Sorry.
Okay. And so remember we'd say I wasn't paying attention.
What was it?
So I'd use the past progressive, but that's good. Um, okay. Emmanuel, can you explain the comic to David?
Uh, yeah, well, it seems like there was a guy who went to an interview. The interviewer asked him some problem they had in the company. So once the guy answered the question and gave him the solution, he he told him that he would call him next time he had a question or some other problem. It's like he just used him
Mm-hmm.
for for one time
Yeah, for free.
for free.
Perfect.
Yes.
Okay. And David, have you ever felt like that?
No, I think no.
Okay. So we'd say, I don't think.
I I don't think so.
Yeah, so we'd make the auxiliary verb to do negative. So I do not think so. I don't think so. Okay, perfect. And so let's go on. Let's learn about some pet peeves. And David, can you read the title and the next part?
Idioms, pet peeves, things that irritate you,
Good. Can you repeat idioms?
idioms.
Good. Idioms. Okay, and Emmanuel, can you see what's in this comic? Can you read that, Emmanuel?
Sure. Um, Pet peeve when someone assumes that when you are reading a book that you are doing nothing and therefore can be interrupted repeatedly.
Yeah. Can you repeat repeatedly?
Repeatedly.
Nice. Repeatedly. Good. Awesome. And Nam, can you ask Jenna the first question?
Okay. What are some of your co-worker pet peeves?
Good. Can you repeat coworker, pet peeves?
Yeah, co-worker pet peeves.
Yeah, pet peeves.
Pet peeves.
Good. Yeah, go ahead, Jenna.
So I want to make sure we're not talking about the interview setting, right?
No, not an interview setting.
Okay, right. So some of my coworker when they walk in into the building, they're not doing what they're supposed to do, and they just come in and talking things about other people. So that's one of the example I
Yeah.
had.
So yeah, when you walk into the building and the coworkers are not doing what they're supposed to be doing, they're maybe just talking about people or something like that. Good. It's a good example. Okay, and Jenna, can you ask Obaid if he has any coworker pet peeves?
Okay. Who's the person who's the person I need to ask?
Obaid?
Okay, Obai, what are some your coworker pet peeves?
And Obaid, remember your microphone is off, so you have to turn it on again.
Yes, teacher, I will hear you. Okay, you can hear me now. You can hear me now.
Okay, and so Obaid, what are some of your pet peeves at the office? What are some things that your coworkers do that annoy you? Hmm. Okay, maybe Patricia, can you answer?
Can you repeat the question?
Yeah, so this is the question right here.
Okay. Well, I think I I don't like at all um, when my coworkers didn't didn't pay attention to what I am trying to explain. So if I try to explain, um, I try to explain how you can do an item, they didn't have attention to you at all. Didn't pay attention to me at all. So,
Nice. Nice. That's an awesome one. So one of the only things, well, I think I don't like when my coworkers don't pay attention. I think you said when my coworkers didn't pay attention. So because it's a habitual action, Patricia, so it's something that they always do, we'd say they don't, when they don't pay attention.
Okay.
Okay. How you can, so yeah, maybe when you try to explain a task or how to complete a task and they don't pay attention at all. That's definitely very annoying. Really good answer. Does anybody have any questions on this page? Okay, good. Let's go on and let's do this last question. Patricia, can you read the title?
Yeah. Provoking interview question.
Good. And Patricia, can you ask David the first question, or the only question?
Donald Trump offered you $1 million to invest in your best entrepreneurial idea. What would you do?
Good. And Patricia, can you repeat? Entrepreneurial.
Yeah. Entrepreneurial.
Nice.
Yeah, entrepreneurial is like, I understand. I don't know what it means.
Okay. Can anybody explain entrepreneurial?
Yeah, it's like in the context, invest in your best entrepreneurial idea is like the idea you have to start up a company or get your idea to become real.
Yeah, it's like an entrepreneur is a businessman who starts his own company. So if you are an entrepreneur, you start your own company, or you invent things, or you make money on your own. Usually by starting your own company. Exactly, Emmanuel. That was perfect. So yeah, David.
Yeah. It's a tough questions. Okay. Maybe I would say him that I want to initiate this uh, a business. I mean, I want to sell electric cars in my country. I want to be the first person that import electric cars in my country and sell to the public. Because I
Nice.
think is because I think it's like innovation, and there is no competition for that right now. Maybe I would be the head of the market or the leader of the market.
Yeah. Nice. Really good answer. You'd definitely be the head of the market. For sure. Awesome answer. Okay, and so selling electric cars in your country. And David, I'm sorry, where are you from again, David?
For Colombia.
Colombia. Okay, perfect. Good. Yeah, really good answer.
Yeah, here there is no electric cars here, so
Nice. Yeah, that would be a great market to get into. Okay. And so unfortunately, we're just about out of time. Does anybody have any last questions before we finish up?
No.
Okay. Yeah, so you guys all did a really good job. Great speaking, nice class, and good grammar. So, yeah. One thing, maybe, David, that last sentence, remember with to tell, we have a direct object or indirect object pronoun. So like we tell him, indirect object. But to say, there's no, we say,
your voice is cutting a little. Sorry,
what was that?
your voice is like cutting.
My voice is cutting. Okay, I'm sorry. So,
No problem.
yeah, remember with to tell, you do use the indirect object, so we tell him something, And with say, there's usually no indirect object, so we say something. That was the only small thing I saw at the end with you. But other than that, again, everybody, great class. Hopefully I'll see you guys all again soon. And have a great night or day, depending on where you are.
Okay.
Thank you for the class.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye bye.
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 You too.